Ever wondered why some luxury bags instantly elevate your look while others secretly cheapen it? Today, I'm breaking down the 10 luxury bags rich women never carry and showing you the refined alternatives that will keep your style polished and elegant for years to come. 1. Dior Book Tote. Let's begin with the Dior Book Tote. This bag is everywhere. You see it splashed across social media, clutched in the crook of an influencer's arm, and proudly displayed in every Dior boutique window. It's become almost a uniform in circles, a big boxy tote that screams luxury with its bold prints and oversized logos. But here's what I've found. When you're aiming for truly refined, sophisticated style, especially as a woman over 50, the Dior Book Tote can actually work against you. The first problem? It's enormous. This is a tote that was designed to carry your entire life and then some, but in practice that oversized shape can completely overwhelm your frame. Instead of complementing your elegant silhouette, it starts to wear you. You end up looking like you're carrying a beach bag rather than a luxurious accessory that pulls your whole outfit together. The second problem is the logos. They're everywhere. For me, nothing says trying too hard like a bag that's plastered in branding. I've seen women wearing the most beautiful neutral toned outfits, maybe a soft cashmere sweater, tailored trousers, or a stunning wool coat, and then they add this tote that's just loud. It's almost like the bag is saying, look at me, sir," instead of quietly elevating the look. That's why I always recommend the Valextra Iside Tote as a more refined alternative. This bag is a masterclass in quiet luxury. It has clean architectural lines and a structured shape that feels instantly polished. The craftsmanship is what makes it truly special. It's Italian leather at its finest, soft yet sturdy, with not a logo in sight. This is the kind of luxury that doesn't need to shout. It simply speaks for itself. What I love about the Iside Tote is how versatile it is. It can be your work bag, your travel bag, your everyday companion. It's the perfect size to carry what you need without feeling like you're lugging around a suitcase. And it pairs beautifully with everything from a sleek black dress to a relaxed weekend outfit. That's the magic of a truly timeless piece. It becomes a part of your wardrobe story, not just a trendy statement. 2. Valentino Rockstud Crossbody. Now let's talk about the Valentino Rockstud Crossbody. When the Rockstud line first launched, it was everywhere. Those little pyramid studs felt like a breath of fresh air in the world of luxury accessories. Edgy, modern, and just a touch rebellious. But as time has passed, those same studs have become, well, predictable. They're no longer edgy, they're just busy. For a woman who's built a wardrobe around elegance and subtlety, the Rockstud can feel like a harsh note in an otherwise harmonious look. Those sharp, shiny studs can compete with everything else you're wearing. They're visually heavy and they create this almost aggressive vibe that doesn't always align with a more classic, refined outfit. I've seen it time and time again. A woman will be wearing the most beautiful, tailored coat in a soft, neutral tone, maybe a gorgeous camel or dove grey, and then there's this studded bag cutting across her torso like armour. It's a jarring contrast and it can take away from that effortless luxury we're all striving for. So what's the alternative? The Savette Symmetry Pochette leather tote bag is my absolute favourite swap for the Rockstud Crossbody. This bag is refined and sophisticated in every possible way. The shape is sculptural but never overdone. It has this clean, minimalist vibe that lets the luxurious leather speak for itself. What's also beautiful about the Savette is how it moves with you. There are no jangly studs or distracting hardware. It's just smooth leather and impeccable design. It's the kind of bag that instantly elevates whatever you're wearing. Jeans and a cashmere sweater? Perfect. A silk blouse and tailored trousers? Even better. That's what I mean when I say quiet luxury. It's not about showing off. It's about feeling like the most polished, elegant version of yourself. 3. Gucci Dionysus. Let's move on to the Gucci Dionysus. This is another bag that's instantly recognisable. The horseshoe-shaped buckle, the bold hardware, it's almost become a status symbol in its own right. And while I absolutely respect the craftsmanship, the Dionysus can start to feel, well, like you're wearing someone else's uniform. The first thing that stands out about the Dionysus is that it's heavy, literally and visually. The big buckle and chain strap weigh down your whole look, look, and they can clash with more delicate, sophisticated pieces in your wardrobe. It's a statement bag in the loudest possible sense. And as we know, true luxury doesn't need to make a statement. It's about pieces that enhance, not overpower. Another issue with the Dionysus is how tied it is to a specific moment in fashion. It's one of those bags that was everywhere all at once, and then suddenly felt overplayed. When you're investing in a luxury handbag, you want it to feel relevant and elegant for years to come. The Dionysus, with its very specific branding, doesn't always offer that timeless feel. That's why I love the Wandler large Penelope leather tote bag as a fresh alternative. This bag is all about sculptural beauty and soft, luxurious leather. There's no big logo, no bold buckle, just a soft, slightly structured shape that molds to your body in the most flattering way. The Penelope is the kind of bag that transitions seamlessly from a business meeting to a dinner date. It's modern, it's elegant, and it never feels like it's trying too hard. When you invest in a bag like this, you're investing in a piece that will only get better with age, softening, developing a beautiful patina, and becoming a quiet testament to your refined taste. 4. Loewe Puzzle Bag. Next up, let's take a look at the Loewe Puzzle Bag. This bag has such a unique architectural design. It's almost like a little piece of origami in leather form, and I can absolutely see the appeal. But when you're curating a wardrobe around classic elegance and simplicity, the puzzle bag can feel a bit too busy. All those seams and panels create a patchwork effect that can clash with clean, minimalist pieces. The other challenge with the puzzle bag is that it has a casual feel. It's almost too relaxed, too playful for a more polished, sophisticated look. I see so many women pairing it with beautiful wool coats or tailored blazers, and the puzzle bag ends up feeling like a mismatch. It's a fun design, but it doesn't always serve the kind of quiet, refined luxury that feels truly timeless. Instead, I suggest the MÉTIER Roma Silk-Satin shoulder bag. This bag is pure elegance in every way. It has a classic shape that's never going to feel dated, and the silk satin finish is just stunning. It catches the light beautifully, adding a touch of glow to even the simplest outfit. What I love most about the Roma is how it balances softness with structure. It has just enough shape to feel polished, but it's not stiff or boxy, and because there are no loud logos or bold hardware, it lets your personal style shine through. Whether you're dressing up for a night out or running errands in a chic coat and jeans, this bag will always feel appropriate and always feel luxurious. 5. Prada Cahier Bag. Next, let's talk about the Prada Cahier Bag. This is a bag that instantly makes a statement, but not always in the best way. The Cahier bag has this very structured, boxy shape with big, bold metal corners and an oversized clasp that can feel almost costume-like. It's like a little trunk you're carrying around. And while there's definitely a place for structure in your wardrobe, this one can feel a bit too theatrical, especially if your goal is to create a refined, timeless look. The challenge with the Cahier bag is that it's so visually heavy. Those big metal details can completely dominate your outfit. Instead of complementing your style, it can start to clash with it, like a prop that doesn't quite fit the scene. I've seen women in the most elegant neutral palettes, creamy cashmeres, soft greys, beautiful beiges, and then there's this harsh, shiny hardware cutting across the whole look. It's distracting, and it takes away from that effortless elegance we're all about. Another thing to consider is versatility. The Cahier bag, with its bold lines and costume-like details, doesn't always work for everyday wear. It's tricky to pair with softer pieces or more relaxed silhouettes. It feels almost too formal and fussy. And when you're investing in luxury, you want pieces that are versatile, that move with your life, not ones that only work in very specific scenarios. That's why I always recommend the Dragon Diffusion Santa Croce Big as a more timeless alternative. This bag has such a beautiful artisanal feel. The woven leather is rich in texture and character, and it has this wonderful lived-in quality that only gets better over time. There's no flashy hardware or logos. It's all about the craftsmanship and the natural beauty of the leather. What I love about the Santa Croce Big is how easy it is to wear. It's spacious but never feels bulky. It's elegant but still relaxed enough to carry with everything, from tailored trousers to a flowy dress. And because it's woven leather, it brings this beautiful warmth and depth to your outfit, like a little piece of handmade art that you get to carry with you wherever you go. That's the kind of quiet luxury that never goes out of style. 6. Bottega Veneta pouch. Now let's move on to the Bottega Veneta pouch. When this bag first came out, it was everywhere. The oversized slouchy shape felt like such a fresh departure from more structured styles, and I'll admit I was intrigued. There's something so appealing about that buttery soft leather gathered up in this relaxed, almost pillow-like shape. But here's what I've come to realize. While it's undeniably luxurious, it doesn't always align with that timeless elegance we're going for. The pouch is big, really big, and it's also completely unstructured. That means it can easily start to look sloppy, especially if you're wearing a more tailored or classic outfit. You might be in a beautifully cut blazer, a silk blouse, or a pair of sleek trousers. And then there's this giant cloud of leather tucked under your arm, totally at odds with the rest of your look. Another challenge is practicality. Because it's essentially just a big soft pouch, it can be hard to find anything inside of it. I've seen women at events digging around in their pouch for their lipstick or keys, and it just doesn't feel elegant. And when you're investing in luxury, you deserve something that's as functional as it is beautiful. For a more refined, versatile option, I always recommend the Herriot Bonbon supple, shiny leather bag. This bag has that same soft, natural shape, but it's done in a way that feels much more polished. The glossy leather finish gives it a sophisticated edge, and the size is perfect, roomy enough for your essentials, but never overwhelming. What's really special about the Herriot Bonbon is how it bridges that gap between casual and refined. It's the kind of bag you can carry to brunch with friends, but it's just as perfect for an evening out. It doesn't shout for attention, it simply enhances whatever you're wearing, adding that quiet touch of luxury that never feels out of place. And that's what makes it such a great alternative to the Bottega pouch. 7. Givenchy GV3. Let's take a look at the Givenchy GV3. This bag has a very structured, almost architectural silhouette, and that can be really appealing if you love a more modern look. But here's where it falls short for me. That big logo clasp. It's bold, it's prominent, and it can feel a little too obvious. When you're aiming for that effortless elegance, a big logo can start to feel like it's doing the talking for you, rather than letting your personal style take center stage. Another issue with the GV3 is that it's quite busy. There are multiple compartments, mixed materials, and that prominent hardware. It all adds up to a bag that can feel a bit over-designed. And when you're curating a wardrobe that's all about simplicity and refinement, that kind of fussiness doesn't always fit in. That's why I love the Herriot Bonbon leather crossbody bag as a more elegant alternative. This bag has a similar architectural feel, but without any of the busy hardware or logos. It's clean and modern, with beautiful leather and a subtle structure that's both interesting and refined. What I really appreciate about the Herriot Bonbon crossbody is how versatile it is. It's structured enough to feel polished, but soft enough to work with more casual pieces. It's the kind of bag you can wear with everything from tailored coats to flowy summer dresses, and it always feels just right. There's no need for big logos or flashy details. It's the quality and the craftsmanship that shine through. That's the essence of quiet luxury, and it's why this bag is such a fantastic alternative to the GV3. 8. Celine belt bag. Okay, let's talk about the Celine belt bag. This is a bag that's been beloved by so many women for its relaxed, minimalist vibe, and I get it. The idea of those belt-like straps and that slightly slouchy shape can feel very cool and modern. But here's the problem. Those floppy straps can start to look messy, and the whole bag can feel a little unstructured in a way that doesn't always read as elegant. The other issue is that it can be a bit fussy to style. The belt straps need to be adjusted and tied just right to look intentional, and if they're not, the whole thing can feel a bit sloppy. When you're going for that polished, timeless look, you want a bag that enhances your outfit, not one that requires constant adjusting. crafting and fussing. That's why I always recommend the Savette Symmetry 19 as a more refined alternative. This bag has that same modern minimalist feel, but with a much cleaner, more structured silhouette. It's effortless in the best way possible. No floppy straps to wrangle, no logos to distract, just beautiful sculptural lines and impeccable craftsmanship. The Savette Symmetry is the kind of bag that works with everything. Tailored trousers, flowing dresses, cozy knits. It elevates every look and always feels intentional. And because it's not tied to any big branding or obvious logos, it's the kind of bag that will stay relevant and elegant for years to come. That's the kind of investment piece we're always looking for. And don't forget, if you're ready to make the shift from busy and trendy to timeless and elegant, I've linked all these beautiful alternatives in the video description below. Let me know in the comments which one speaks to your style. I love hearing which pieces resonate most with you. 9. Chloe Tess bag. Let's move on to the Chloe Tess bag. This is a bag that's got a certain bohemian charm. It has that round shape, the oversized hardware, and a certain relaxed vibe that's become a signature for Chloe. But here's the thing, when you're aiming for timeless, elegant style, the Tess bag can feel a bit too playful. That big ring hardware, for one, can easily become the focal point of your entire outfit, and not in the most refined way. I've seen it happen. Women wearing the most beautifully tailored coat or a chic monochromatic look, and then there's this bold circular hardware just cutting right through the simplicity. It's the kind of detail that can pull focus away from the rest of your outfit and make everything feel a little less cohesive. The other thing about the Tess bag is that it has this sort of youthful energy. It's got that carefree, almost festival feel that doesn't always play well with more tailored classic pieces. And when you're curating a wardrobe that feels elevated and timeless, you want your bags to have that same quiet confidence. That's why I love the Loewe Puzzle Bag medium leather tote bag as a more sophisticated alternative. This bag is a perfect example of refined luxury. It's soft and supple with a minimalist shape that never competes with the rest of your look. There's no oversized hardware or fussy logos, just beautiful leather and elegant, effortless design. What I especially appreciate about the Iside Tote is how seamlessly it pairs with everything. Whether you're wearing it with a sharp blazer and trousers or a simple silk dress, it always looks right. It doesn't feel tied to a trend or a moment. It feels timeless, and that's what we're always aiming for. Pieces that feel like a natural extension of your own refined style. 10. Mulberry Amberley. Next, let's move on to the Mulberry Amberley. This is a bag that tries to balance classic heritage with modern design, but sometimes it just ends up feeling a little too fussy. The big rider's lock hardware is beautiful in theory, but it can quickly feel like a statement piece that dominates the rest of your outfit. And if you're a woman who loves a more minimalist, streamlined look, that's not always ideal. Another issue with the Amberley is that it can look a bit dated. It's not as clean or sculptural as some of the more refined bags out there. And when you're dressing in classic, timeless pieces, soft neutrals, tailored silhouettes, you want a bag that feels equally timeless, not one that might start to look tired in a year or two. That's why I always recommend the Demelier Vancouver bag as a more refined alternative. This crossbody bag has a beautiful minimalist shape that feels elegant and modern without being trendy. It's clean, it's sophisticated, and it has just the right amount of structure to make it feel polished without any of the fussiness of oversized hardware or dated shapes. The Vancouver bag is the kind of piece that's going to work with everything in your wardrobe, from cozy knits in winter to breezy linen dresses in summer. It's the perfect finishing touch that never overpowers the rest of your outfit. That's the beauty of investing in pieces that have that quiet elegance. They're never too much, but they're always just enough. And if you're curious about the bags I've shared today, I've included all the links in the description below so you can see them up close. Yes, these pieces are an investment, but trust me, they're the kind of investment that keeps paying you back in confidence and effortless style every single day. If you're looking to level up your bag collection even more, check out my website. I've got plenty of tips and ideas to keep you inspired.